we're going to go ahead and get into it. For the first time, we're going to talk about some shit in depth instead of just the surface about what we're going to do. Let's get into it, man.
Context matters.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny, man. I'm over here having fun with this, man. It's all because of y'all. I'm having fun with this. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and dive into the Stetspiracy we talked about for about a week and a half that we were going to touch on and just get some context behind. And I go too crazy where we're blowing each other's minds with just information because that might be hard without really chat engagement with this, but I'm going to try. Y'all know what we talked about. Direct energy weapons, man. Direct energy weapons. I don't know if I should do a bomb for this because that's really what we're talking about. Yeah, man. This has been a hot topic for some weeks, specifically, even dating back to 2023, I believe, in Maui, the fires in Maui. But this came up for something for me to talk to about with y'all because the fires in Los Angeles, which, by the way, have been 100% contained. I seen somebody ask in the chat, how are the fires? Everything good? Fires are good. Everything, I guess, is 100% contained. The damage has unfortunately been done. It's very traumatic and even bad to be over there breathing for people even going back. I think they're just now allowed to go back. But anyway, prayers up for everybody still affected by the fires. Direct energy weapons just came into the light because I think in 2020 it was really introduced. And it is a weapon. There's a system that uses electromagnetic energy to damage or destroy targets. They can be used to combat enemy forces and assets. How they work. They convert chemical or electrical energy into electromagnetic energy. They focus the energy on a target at the speed of light. Context matters. The energy can be used to degrade or destroy physical targets. Context matters. Direct energy weapons can be used to temporarily degrade electronics or physically destroy them. Context matters. All right, so they got different types. We don't know what all that shit means. At least I don't know. Electromagnetic millimeter and I don't know what all that shit is. But how they're used, I think, is important because obviously, as everything is introduced in this country to be accepted first, it's sent and introduced out by the mass media and the public and the government. They want to press out what things are first before the damage occurs, as if things are designed and meant to be for the greater good, like COVID and like September 11th. And things that are designed to be for the greater good, they introduce as a positive or like pro-USA behind it, and then they destroy. That's literally what happens. Yeah, some Star Wars shit, some old UFO for real shit. That's why that UFO shit was perfect for this one, because it sounds like some shit that beams out of a UFO. So they introduced it as a weapon in the military. And in the 2000s, and then I think in 2020 was the first time that they actually used it or introduced it. A direct energy weapon, ranged weapon, damages target with highly focused energy without a solid projectile. We are talking about, y'all, we are talking about a laser beam. So let's wrap our mind around a conspiracy. We got to get our mind around the base of it, typically, is what I like to like. The foundation, this type of shit, where you got to understand what it is. You got to understand the who, what, when, where, why, how. You got to understand the purpose and what it can cause. And you got to go a little further when you go with conspiracies, because you got to understand that there's the government's greater good is not in the empowering the people. Let me say that again. The United States government does not benefit in any way by trying to be honest and be resourceful and whatever at all. They don't do anything. It's never, most time it's never a positive intent. There's always an underlying sentiment of population control. Like the foundation, honestly, to be real, Greed, resources, and population control. Power, greed. Which resources come with that? Power, greed, resources, and population control. This is just off the top of my head. This is what Stetspiracies is going to be with y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. 200 people here for Stetspiracies. We are talking about direct energy weapons. You got to understand that in this country, they don't want, they say we're overpopulated, right? We got a lot of open space in all these in all these states, but I don't know if they're habitable based off of like resources. But we're not overpopulated when it comes to the amount of people per the amount of square footage of space we have. They think we're overpopulated in this country, and we are, based off of resource usage. They think that in America, burning a hole in the ozone and global warming and uncontrollable humanity and war and destruction and uncontrollable humans and all of that leads to them trying to give us less and less power and destroy more so they can control power or push agendas, further agendas. So everything that happens in this country, I always look at it. You got to look at it like it could be a conspiracy, just being real. You got to dissect it and understand that everything could be a conspiracy just because they lied to us about everything. They lied to us about our foundation, our food, milk, you know what I'm saying, doing the body good. They literally have lied to us from the foundation of the humanity that's still alive. So how much can we really believe? That's why I don't really like the term conspiracy, because people label it as like you're crazy or no, that's not, it can't be true. When this type of shit, this information really is out here. But nonetheless, direct energy weapons. The foundation of this country is population control, from food to medicine to vaccines to pollution to everything you can think of has an underlying. The country is controlled by 6 corporations, 6 mega corporations. Everything is in chain with each other, and they're designed to do this. So what's the better way to cause destruction than creating a laser beam that starts fires and destroys shits without being detectable? At least they don't think, other than seeing the laser. But like in a plane or like, where is it coming from? It's a quick zap. It starts a fire and then it gets up out of there. How long is this weapon going to be hidden that it's not only being used in war scenarios overseas, this is being used in American tactics to push forth an agenda? In my mind, this agenda is a sense of population control. Granted, man, I don't think they think everybody's gonna die. Hopefully, we didn't lose too many people in these fires, even dating back to Hawaii and here. But I don't think the intent in this case is population control. Again, I said there was 4 things: greed, dominance, and power. And this, what I think this direct energy weapon is being labeled as what started the fires in Hawaii and started the fires in Los Angeles are regulatory fires to regulate shit that's going on in these places that they want to change without having to go through the hoops and bounds it takes to change the landscape. So, for instance, Maui. Let's go back to Maui. Let me see if there's anything else on here I want to see. I think there was something about 2020, and then we'll go to Maui. The first use of direct energy weapons in combat between military forces was claimed to have occurred in Libya in 2019 by Turkey. So Turkey had this direct energy weapon first. Obviously, we implement it, whatever, make it better. They can be used discreetly. Radiation does not generate a sound and is invisible if the outside of the spectrum. So the Maui thing. So let's talk about the Maui thing, because the biggest thing about Maui in this conspiracy is Maui's fire started in an area in which people are what the hell? No, sorry. Oh, there we go. Maui fires. This is Stetspiracies, y'all. So there's gonna be moments of silence a little bit. I'll try to talk through it. But this is Stetspiracies. This is what y'all wanted. I wonder why that's lagging. And that's strange. I literally made sure that. All right. So I'm bringing up the Maui thing with direct energy weapons. Direct energy weapons You're making my brain hurt. I'll go to sleep now. It's deep. It's deep. That's why I'll never be able to get to the depths of this here. It's going to take weeks or weeks. But so there's this theory, conspiracy theory, which they label everything when they want you to believe it's not true, because most mass media pushes out this people to sheep, and they believe everything that mass media says. So they want to push an agenda out there quick. Let's dispel this rumor. Let's debunk this conspiracy. But the rumor is that blue roofs, if your roof was blue, or the top of anything that you had was blue, it's unable to be penetrated by the laser. So let's pull that up too real quick. Blue roof can't be burned. I don't know if I typed that right. I was typing fast. Scientifically. Here we go. Of course they're going to say this. Of course, it's the AI answer. I don't like Google's answer. I need to go to Twitter for shit like this. That's where I'll go. Because we're going to get the people who are not scared to talk about shit, and it won't go on Google because they censor everything. If it's censored highly and you don't see it on popular news sources, how can shit like this? Listen, we live in a country where information like this can go out, and that's not what I wanted y'all to see. Hold on, until I fix it. Information like this can go out, and it doesn't even get covered by mass media. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we live in a country where millions and millions of people are talking about man-made fires in Maui? Because, again, it's in a zone in which they're saying is like the tech zone, where they want to build a super Maui. They want to make it like tech savvy for the future cities, whatever they're called, AI towns. And there's people that are behind it and own stake in this land, Oprah and The Rock, and all these theories about the people in Hawaii. But this theory comes up that blue roofs will deflect the lasers. And there's video footage of afterburn of the things that were... Hold on. Making sure I'm in the right spot. The afterburn won't burn through the blue roofs. And this is not just a random, a couple people, I'm going crazy, I'm losing my mind, I'm a conspiracy theorist, let me paint my roof blue. This is like a real thing that even Biden slipped up and said some shit on. Look, let me show y'all. There's a perfect context about the blue roof.
Sitting there because they had the right roof on it. And anyway,
this is when he was losing his mind.
If you fly over these areas that are burned to the ground, you'll see in the midst of 20 homes that are just totally destroyed, one home sitting there because they had the right roof on it. And anyway, since I took office, FEMA's provided Texas alone.
See what I'm saying? Like, he's losing his mind, but he started speaking shit that he knows, and he started speaking out. So, but that's what I'm saying about these blue roofs. I don't know. I'm trying to find. Nah, see, they're trying to censor certain things. But if I can find. In Maui, this blue roof theory is a real thing. Not even just Maui. Cars that were blue didn't burn. Look. I seen this. This is perfect. I don't know if this is...
wavelength.
Look at this.
Lasers can be programmed for different wavelengths. Lasers can be programmed for different wavelengths.
Okay, fake video again. This is what Context Matters is about. I see they put the thing. It's fake. It's not lasers. I got it. But we also live in a country where they censor everything. So what I'm just trying to provide is context to the fact that these theories are out there. These are things that we do need to research. So in Lahaina, Hawaii, what this is, I guess they're trying to show blue shit. So this is what This is what being a conspiracy theorist consists
How
of.
many people have seen this video from the Dr. Regeneration?
Is researching and watching and putting your information
How many people
together.
have seen this video from the Dr. Regenerated or in these trees? The trees we could justify. We could say, you know, they're tall. People can make up all these excuses in their mind on how these two fit the equation. What you can't make an excuse for is the umbrellas. So are those really umbrellas? There's the close-up, you know, those are umbrellas. So here's the question.
See,
How
I know
could those umbrellas not be burned?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that type of shit because it's like I get the blue not being able to maybe be hit by the laser, right? And then catch fire. That's more logical. That's more understandable. But to say that just something blue can't burn, I don't believe that. That's not that. You're not gonna get me to believe that blue burns for sure. Let me see. What's this? And then again, you don't even know if these lasers are hot enough. That's what I'm saying. So again, this is part of the conspiracy part. Is having a blue roof really prevent you from being burned? They're saying that in Maui. They're saying that these direct energy weapons were used to start the fires for the ulterior motive of clearing space without having to buy out everybody in Maui and for their land. And the same thing back in Los Angeles. See, look, now green is smoking. Green is smoking. But and even with Los Angeles, like that's the Pacific Palisades, y'all. And we know the fires were man-made, whether it was direct energy weapon or not for Los Angeles and Pacific Palisades. We do know that those were man-made fires. Anything other than, you gotta be crazy, because they were popping up in random places all because it was just randomly windy. Like, that doesn't happen on a regular day where you just get 8 fires around Los Angeles. So that's why I feel like, obviously, the fires had to be man-made, but were they direct energy weapons? People have been seeing these lasers shoot down from the sky. And again, we live in the generation of AI. I understand. There's a lot of, see, that's Photoshop. There's a lot of shit that people do to try to push their agenda and, like, you know. But all across the world, here's some more conspiracy. I don't know if this one is Photoshop, but we have to dive into shit like this. We normally can click on it and then you'll have, not necessarily, I don't really like the statements that Twitter makes below it because anybody can just say that. All across the world, this is a real picture. It's gotta be. But yeah, y'all can see. All across the world, people are painting their roofs blue. Is this a conspiracy? Are all these people in the world just crazy? Where we label everybody as crazy and as a conspiracy theorist because it's like the mass media is not reporting it. But I guarantee these same people would not be conspiracy theorists or labeled such if this was put on mainstream media. But why isn't it covered? That's my point. Because they know once direct energy weapons and these footage comes out and this blue roof theory becomes truth, now they can't continue to put their shit in play. But like, I don't even know this another country. So I'm saying, China, and look, we talking about people in China. Respectfully, they be on top of shit ahead of time. This is not AI. Not this one. Lasers on the front of a Time magazine. See, that's the thing. Y'all got to pay attention to the shit that they show in these movies, too. The symbolization is key. See, I don't know if that was real, but that looked real as fuck. Come on, man. Rock with me, y'all. This is part of Stetspiracies. We gotta know. This is another video. This is Cape Coral, Florida. This is not AI. This is not Photoshop. They're zooming in on maps. Why are people painting their roofs blue if direct energy weapons is not a thing? And this is Cape Coral, Florida. I'm assuming, if I'm not mistaken, it's a high-end area, the way it's based off on these lakes and these big-ass lots. Why are tarps being put up blue? It's getting tricky. It's getting tricky. It's getting tricky. So that's why direct energy weapons is such a thing. People are preparing for the future of destruction. We have to think. The country is getting to a point where they're running out of ways to kill us off. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. The country is running out of ways to kill off their population. There was this thing, not to be everywhere, but there's this thing called the Georgia Guidestones, which they've demolished now because it got too much attention. But these Guidestones were in Georgia, some city out in Georgia, where they pretty much were like the new commandments that we assume, everybody in conspiracy land assume, that the elites made this newfound testament per se, or newfound commandments that they would like for. Let me show y'all real quick. This is Stetspiracies. Oh, I'm assuming it lags because of the power. Got it. Okay, so let's get some more context.
You are now watching Context Matters.
Yeah. Permanently closed, man. Permanently closed is what it's saying for the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones they stood 19 feet 3 inches tall. They're made from granite slabs weighing a total of 200,000 pounds. It was, no, it's not being rebuilt. Let's see if we can find a picture. So, pretty much I'm bringing this up again. It's about population control. Let's see when these were put there. 1980 to 2022. Y'all can look this up on your own. That's what this is for. 1980 to 2022 is when this in Georgia, which part of Georgia? Georgia got Elbert County, Georgia. These granite stones were put up with commandments. I'm gonna see if we can see what they say. But the biggest one was about population control and wanting to reduce the population to 500,000 people, I believe. Nonetheless, here it is right here. Here it is. Bro, I love this right now, man. W for Context Matters. W for Context Matters tonight on this good Sunday. Y'all are W's. We pushing over 3 hours, 3.5. We going up crazy. We touching on Stetspiracies today, man. Oh, and why is what's the word up? See? I don't like that. My keyframes. Get what's the word off. Out of pocket. Dropping gems. And we on Stetspiracies. I don't know why we doing that. You know what I'm saying? But we programming it up. The Georgia Guidestones say this. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Listen to this. And I get it. There might be crazy people in the world who probably just do shit and want to make something to go crazy. But this was up for 40 years. Through all this transitional period in the world. And the first commandment. Yeah, realize, for real. Is to maintain humanity under 500 million people. There is 8 billion people in the world. Let's think about that. There's 8 billion people in the world. And they wanted to, these elitists, the 1%, the high power, Bill Gates, Elon Musk's of the world, Oprah's, they want to reduce population, I think, to this number. 8 billion to 500 million. They want to guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. Unite humanity with a living new language. Rule with passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Let all nations rule internally, resolving internal disputes in a world court. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. That's crazy. Be not a cancer on earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. That is crazy. So they knocked these down. It was controversial. They were getting too much heat on them. They knocked them down. They bulldozed them. My point of that was the first commandment, per se, on there was maintain the population to 500 million people. That comes with reproduction. That comes with destruction and power and control. I don't know exactly why. I think we brought the Guidestones up because of the blue roof theory. So all I'm saying is they're in Florida, a Republican-based state. Georgia, a Republican-dominated state. They're aware of what's going on. The elitists who are in tune or in power financially and in control have the word. There's millions of people. We'd be surprised. A lot of these millions of people, probably conspiracy theorists, are probably people who have inside information. Let's get some more super chats in here. W's for the first, I said super chat. W for the first Stetspiracies segment. W's for the first Stetspiracy segment. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a couple super chats for that. We need 5 more to hit our goal tonight. That'd be phenomenal. But yeah, so these people, they're in tune, man. The 1%, the elitists got family and they got friends. You think they're not keeping them in tune with what's going on? Hey, don't eat this. Hey, don't go here. Hey, don't vote this. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't sit here and be naive to think that the people that are in power, that are in the head of these corporations, don't know the insights of what's going on when it comes to world domination. So why would we be dumb to believe that they not telling their loved ones, hey, paint your roof blue. Paint your roof blue and stay away because these direct energy weapons are real. They lighten shit up. There's a war. It's a real thing. And that we all know they use foreign weapons on American territory. This country has been notarized for it, known for it. That's what they do. So we got blue roofs everywhere. We got direct energy weapons. People are in fear of shit burning down. But think about it. Like I was saying, they're getting tired of the slow route. We've been going the slow. This country's been going the slow route with killing us off. Like Project Bluebeam, that's a real thing too. That's crazy. What's this? What did he say?
By the way, you notice you fly over the helicopter, those places with roofs, they didn't move.
It's the right material.
Yeah. So we gotta change that anyway.
We gotta cut some trees.
Bruh, that's two different occasions that Biden was trying to get the word out there, whether he was incoherent or not, that the blue roof thing is real. He's in government. It's a government official. It's the fucking president. Nah, what would be the purpose, Heem Brooks? What would be the purpose of this propaganda coming out for everybody to paint their roofs blue? To sell blue paint? I just don't understand it. I wouldn't get the point of that conspiracy of like, let's just paint it blue for no reason. This looks digitally altered. It might just be a regular blue roof. But you got to take some of this into context, man. We got to think about it. That's a real thing. They already do weather modifications and shit like that. But so it's taking the government a long time to get rid of us, essentially. Like we can wind down this. We'll touch on the direct energy weapon itself and Los Angeles and maybe a little bit more on that. But this is just opening your eyes to weapons that can be used to do these things, to displace communities, to take back land, to destroy, to get budget funding, to get passed laws and agendas. All this has an ulterior motive. There's no way we can turn our cheek to these fires as just thinking that it's just not an ulterior motive. So that's what the direct energy weapon part is about, which brings us into blue roofs, which brings us into a little bit more on the population control. And we're not going fast enough. I know I keep saying this. We're not going fast enough. The food they're poisoning is not, it's not killing us fast enough. The vaccines, COVID might be another one. That might be a touchy subject, but the vaccines aren't killing us off fast enough. You know what I'm saying? The healthcare system, where they keep people with big pharmacy, they keep you on medicine for financial gain and to also keep you as a customer. Big pharma doesn't want to cure you. In very rare occasions, unless you're super rich and you have the ability to do certain things. Big pharma wants to keep you as a returning customer. So big pharma's not killing us fast enough because they want the money. So they got to slowly kill you, keep you addicted, X, Y, and Z, while you pay the money for your services that you need from the government to barely keep you alive and keep you on all these meds. So that's not going fast enough. Vaccines are not going fast enough. COVID wasn't fast enough. The food is not fast enough. We're reproducing at a high rate. Why do you think they want to do all this abortion stoppage? Like, think about this. There's like multiple sides to this, to where it can be like, you can believe it or not, but just understand that pretty soon there's going to be a serious Stetspiracy or a serious thing that goes on in this country that's bigger than these fires. Respectfully, it's going to kill more people and it's going to be more destructive to land and the earth and the country. Just beware that these type of things are out there and that they are on a verge of trying to, get us up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And they'll do it by any means possible. So let's just be cognizant of that, even when it comes to shit like direct energy weapons. We can believe it or not. I'm going to do more research because I want to see about the stop, boy. I want to see more about the footage that people was trying to say was fake. That's fake. I need to see the footage that people was saying where the beams was actually coming down from the sky and they was catching fire on shit. And I don't know if those are just AI, so if that's why I can't find it, or if it's not real, if that's why I can't find it. But shit like this, I know exists. I don't know if this is one. But like, look, bruh, this is... Watch this. So shit like this to me doesn't seem digitally altered. You get up high enough and you aim that shit down. Just, bro, it's the same thing as if you, hold on, let me mute this. It's the same thing as if drop a bomb from somewhere high. Like, it's the same concept. So these videos exist. They're out there. I'm sure they're being scrubbed from the internet at some point. But I've seen shit like this that makes me really worry and wonder if even when you date back in history, I love watching shit like this on Stetspiracies or doing my conspiracy research. But like when you date back in history, when they go back hundreds of years and it's shit that shows just destruction that was designed or already pre-planned, you feel like shit like this really makes you question plannage and planning things in advance. Let's pull these things out when we know we need to cause some destruction, cause some division. Like, what is this? See, look. No, that the blue light is not from the sky. See, that's just the power line popping. See, this is where you got to be careful and have discernment. This is where I got to have discernment, because you can get trapped in shit like that and not know. But that's how you figure out a conspiracy. You got to research this, read more comments, and figure out what could be missing in the story. Is there more facts to find out about it? You know, shit like that. It's very important. And see, this is some shit like this can look like circuit breakers And then with the reflection of the camera, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. What's this? Laser beam for over 10 minutes? Hold on. Let me see. Morning of University of Hawaii catches a green laser beam for over 10 minutes. See, look. See, look. See, look. See, look. Hold on. Y'all can't even see that. Let me zoom it over here. We on here for about another 15 minutes, y'all. We ain't gonna be long, but stay tuned in with me on the ending of this Stetspiracy. Direct energy weapons. Causing fires, causing destruction. So this is right there in the corner. Y'all can see it. Barely. It's kind of, I don't know if I can zoom it up. Hold on. But in the corner right here, y'all see a green laser, and it's detecting the time. Hold on, turn this shit off. It's detecting the time right here on the left. And it's saying that in Hawaii, University of Hawaii catches a green laser beam for over 10 minutes, zapping shit up. Planet, you feel me? Yeah, man. Captured during a thunderstorm. Let's see. No, see, look, listen, man. Let me, bro. Listen, bro. Listen, man. Look at this video, man. I'm gonna play this video again. I'm gonna move this over here and just turn my shit up. All right, so did y'all see this? Is this shit faked? Is this shit fake? It's just looping. So this is the loop right here. The green beam. So that's real. That's not Photoshop. It's just looping over and over again. It didn't keep shooting like that. Vinny, what's up, bro? I'm gonna try, man, but I gotta take the dogs out and feed them and all the whole shit. I still gotta be a dad. Turn this back down. Stop, boy. I'm gonna start doing that shit again. That's a real video, and that's what I mean. This type of shit is what you gotta look at and dissect if it's real to you, and start to put two and two together with everything.
What is that, dude? What? That's it.
Bruh, and if there was a fire whenever this happened, bruh, that's crazy. That's crazy. So it exists. Bottom line, as we summarize Stetspiracies today, W for Stetspiracies.